What do you do when a client tells you that they don't like the photos you shot for them? You have a cry. No, but seriously, it's really shitty when you put so much hard work into a photo shoot only to have the client rip the photos apart and tell you how not up to scratch they are. And so in this video, I'm gonna tell you the story that became a turning point in my photography career and how I dealt with this negative client feedback I received. I'll even show you the photos. Now, this story time is sponsored by Ana Luisa, who I've been working with for over a year now. And for me, jewelry is my makeup. I am too lazy to put makeup on when I work from home. So a gold necklace, some earrings just make me feel good when getting ready for my day. And my favorite piece so far is this gold necklace. I actually don't really take it off unless I'm working out. And I love layering it with the Ana necklace here for an even more luxe look. And then we add in some large gold hoops, which I'm just absolutely obsessed with. I also love these little pockets that jewelry comes in, and these are so perfect for traveling or just keeping your jewelry organized. Now, from their packaging to their pieces, Ana Luisa are carbon neutral, which for myself as a consumer is something I really love to see more brands adopting. Their pieces are so affordable as well for the high quality you receive. Like, you can just hold it in your hand and know that it's high quality. And their minimal designs really do make for perfect gifts, as you just really can't go wrong with minimalistic jewelry. Most of their range is gold, but there are some beautiful silver pieces in there as well for those of you who love a silver moment. Now, if you want to go and check out their sustainable designs, have a browse through their website. They also have super fast shipping times, and they do ship internationally. So I've got a discount code for you, which will give you 20% off. I will leave that code and the link to their website in the description box below. So rewind back to October 2019, where I was still shooting in the corner of my bedroom using natural light. This was my setup right here. So professional, I know. The brief for this photo shoot was to shoot a skincare range and showcase the ingredients in the products. Now, the client wanted the ingredients beautifully styled around the product, kind of like this style here, so you can visually have an idea of what I'm talking about. So let's just look at the photos that I took. Now, I have blacked out the brand, and these were all shot with natural light and was way before I even knew how to use any artificial lighting. Now, any product photographer will know that styling in this way with fresh ingredients takes a lot of time and patience. And for this shoot, I took 10 photos, to which I charged $300 at the time. Now, I didn't get a deposit or anything prior to starting the shoot, and I also bought all the ingredients and flowers as well. So here's some of the feedback that I received from this shoot. The avo was falling apart. The way the fruit was cut wasn't that crisp, and you can see it. The limes aren't cut in a way that shows the sections equally and looks a bit squished. The cucumber didn't look fresh. I feel like the yellow flowers were quite overpowering and took away from everything else. There are a few other things, but the biggest thing is that my product looks very bland and you can't see the artwork on it. And essentially, the client said that they could not use any of the photos on their website or socials. Now, looking back on this, of course, I agree with the feedback. Like, they are not up to scratch. But the thing is, when you pay $300 for 10 photos, and I was charging $30 a photo, this was when I was doing like fixed fees, now I custom quote, you kind of have to expect a certain lower quality image in return. Because if you're expecting something like this, and you pay $300 for 10 photos, you kind of have to question the product photographer's skills as to whether or not they can provide you with the quality that you're looking for. And so I received this email on a Saturday night while I was with my family, and it completely ruined my night. If you're ever sending feedback to someone, do it in work hours so that the receiving party is more prepared to deal with it. And I was just off it. And now I know the client tried to give me feedback in the nicest way possible, but listing off everything that was wrong with the photos, well, it just hurt because I put so much time and effort into the photo shoot. So what did I do? I didn't ask for any payment, and I apologized that the photos didn't meet their expectations. I then proceeded to say that I don't feel we're the right fit for each other and we can't provide any further photo or video services. I actually did a lifestyle photo shoot for the same brand a month or so prior, and I didn't receive any positive feedback on those photos. And the photos were great. They were shot in like this really fancy Italian hotel. And so I was already feeling like a little disheartened that the brand just wasn't going to like anything that I did, because when I sent them these lifestyle photos, there was no positive feedback. They just started using them on their socials, and I was like, cool. At the time, I just didn't want to pursue the work any further, and I felt I couldn't make the client happy. Now, it's not often we have these situations where it just hasn't been the right fit between us and the client. We're very confident in our work now that we can deliver what our clients want. And the only reason that we would part ways with a client is if we encountered any rudeness or hostility, which also has happened, as we just don't tolerate any kind of rudeness. We don't even give second chances in that department. But here is why this situation became the turning point in my career. Even though part of me was upset that I hadn't been able to create the kind of quality work the client was expecting, there was also a part of me at the time that agreed and knew that I needed to up-level the quality of my work. And this is what prompted me to invest in my first studio light and begin my journey with learning artificial lighting. I said to myself that if I wanted to be successful in the skincare and beauty space, I needed to create a type of photo which has a certain level of quality. And the quality that I was striving for is pretty much the quality that I've been creating for the last 2 years. So I made the move to finally invest in artificial lighting. I practiced, I started learning Photoshop more, and that's when I really started getting more attention for my work and really built up momentum. So I look back on this situation and I'm actually so grateful that I had this experience, because it pushed me to do better. I finally realized that if I was going to do this professionally, I really needed to step things up and invest in myself. And that's what I did, and the rest is history. And so if you want to step up your product photography game, go and watch my free photography masterclass, where I take you behind the scenes on a really popular style of photo that your clients will absolutely love, as well as my top 5 tips for making money as a product photographer. I'll leave that link in the description box below. Now, I would love to know, have you had any unfavorable client experiences that encourage you to go to that next level or focus more on improving your work? Leave a comment, let's chat. I'd love to know about your own experiences. And when it comes to receiving negative client feedback, I know it's like a stab in the gut. It hurts, but at the same time, we can always learn from those experiences. Part of this whole product photography journey is just always striving to improve our work. And we have to be grateful to those people who do provide us with constructive criticism, because otherwise we don't learn. And don't forget, go and check out the Ana Luisa range and grab yourself a 20% discount using my code. I will see you guys in the next video.